What's up, fellow Willis? My name's LeBron Tebow. Excuse me trying to look pretty. I acknowledge that I have beautiful, luscious hair and beautiful eyes. I'm just kidding. I'm not arrogant, but I just made pork chops. I love pork chops. Well, I don't really have any friends, and I was going to try and be like every other YouTuber, you know? If you guys have been wondering where I've been, well, I've been doing this. Well, I haven't. I ain't been doing nothing. Except for working on myself, my mental, and my relationship with God. Still working on that one. But I figured I'd start again on YouTube because that's just what people do whenever they tend to give up on life. I'm going to make some YouTube videos and call it a life. That's going to be my life, and hopefully somebody sees this and just watches, because they're interested in what the heck I'm doing. Why anybody would be, I don't really know. I'm pretty boring. I mean, I made a pork chop. That's the whole point of this video. I made a pork chop and I'm proud of myself. So, my truck bed's a little screwy, but it's just the way it goes whenever you live poor the way that I am right now. You remember how I said I'm working on myself? Well, I am. And ignore my teeth. That's me not caring about myself. You see that? I need to get that worked on. Working on myself and whatnot. Whew. I'm going to eat this pork chop and talk to you guys. Because, as you can see, I need to gain some weight, my man. You can see my ribs. But I got a pork chop. And I got a makeshift plate. It's a pot cover. Anyways. Well, this is it. Man. So I disappeared from social media for a while. I'm sure none of you guys really knew that. I made music at one point, Everybody has their phases. And I had one in high school too, that emo phase. That was me. I had a second phase in my life where I thought being rich was the only way out, the only way that I was going to be important to anybody. And I had my priorities a little bit messed up because money doesn't mean a thing. I mean, look at Diddy. Rich as hell, not good mentally, man. He's not good mentally. And I'm still not, of course. Nobody's perfect, including me. I know how hard that is to believe. I mean, I'm just great. But, everybody has issues, and I'm just I think I finally realized the importance in life outside of money. Money is not anything that I should really be concerned about at any moment. I mean, without it, I will be fine. With it, I will be more fine. But without it, I'll still be fine. And if I'm mentally strong, in my head, this one, then whenever I do make money one day, if I do, then I'll be even better. Because I think that's what the Bible talks about. It talks about being rich in spirit. That's what I want to be. I don't really want to have money, man, and still be miserable. It just don't sit right with me. I think I'd really just like a good woman and a kid or two and just a family and somebody I could come home to every day and me be okay every day, with or without her. She may not ever come. And that kind of hurts thinking about, I want a family. I want to be happy like everybody else and not so lonely. But, things do happen. I get it. I got drawings on my face now. It's not exactly the most appealing and pleasing thing to the eyes. But I've come a long way from where I was 8 years ago. And I could say that I'm proud of myself at this very moment. Not at all because of what I've done. I haven't done anything but change my perspective. It's like training your mind in a way. Example, your car breaks down. Most people, actually, here's a better example, because I did this today. In traffic. Oh, I was screaming and cussing like crazy. Not like in a super angry way, but just out of reaction, like, hey, what the, it's 11:30 on a Wednesday, why is everybody out right now? Doesn't really matter. I'm off today, got all day to do anything, but I was mad about traffic. It's just like, imagine being at peace at all times in your life. And I know I've always believed in God, Jesus, if you're wondering, not orthodox, nothing like that. I think of myself more of a, how there's constitutionalists with, political people. There's people who are just constitutionalists. They go by what the Constitution says. That's kind of what I do with the Bible. In the same sense. Just I'm a biblicalist. See, I could think sometimes. But they're good. But like I said, nobody is perfect. Except for Jesus. He was perfect. And I want to be at peace. I don't care how much I make. Of course, I'm going to try to make more if I can. But that's not going to be my number one goal. I want to focus on improving myself and having God's help with it and creating a family one day. Like, you get it. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. Also, good news. I went through this whole fiasco where I screwed over my cousin. I'm an idiot. He referred me to a job. We got a whole interview process going on. And then I just didn't show up for the interview. Made him look bad. Took away his credibility. Me, at the time, being a dick, I said, who really cares? I didn't really know that it affected him as much as it could have. Which it didn't affect him bad, thank God. But it could have. And I didn't realize that. But now realizing that, I'm a little upset with it. Anyways, I went through a whole fiasco where I was just looking for a career. And, my cousin works at FedEx. FedEx is a great company, but, I wanted to kind of do a trade, in a sense. You know what I mean? Therefore, I looked for it. But me being broke all the time, it was hard for me. Because I'd screwed over so many companies before to get a job. Until I could get that trade or that career-driven goal. So I'd find a job. But they'd only give like 16, 20 hours a week, tops. I couldn't pay bills. I'm still a little bit behind. But thankfully, through anything you could think about, there's only one person to thank in all honesty. And for the bigger picture of things, God's the one who gave me the job. All good things come through Christ, through God. Or all things that are given to you come through God. So, thankfully I found a job. And a career job. And I can't really tell you where it is. If you do know, you know. I've told a few people, but I doubt they're watching this. But let's just say it doesn't pay a lot right now, but they do train on the job. And from what I've heard, people move up a little fast depending on how fast they can learn. And then, of course, they offer a flat rate after a little bit, whenever you go up and whatever it may be. On the contrary, I suck. I don't know how to use tools. I do, but I didn't grow up doing it like a lot of these people that I see doing the same job, or even, whatever. I never grew up just using tools or, dealing with cars in general. So it's a little bit weird for me. It's like learning a new language, and I feel like a lot of people at this job laugh at me. understandably so. But I think it'll be alright. And actually, I know it'll be alright. Because if it was given to me by God, then what can go wrong? Unless I decide to go off the deep end and separate myself from God. You know, the whole belief system behind that. I feel like a Minecraft character. This looks like a Minecraft pork chop. What the heck? A Minecraft pork chop. No. Okay, anyways. I don't know why I decided to make this video, but I figured I would, so you guys are welcome, whoever's watching. This is more for me than anybody. I mean, I don't expect anybody to watch it, but when they do, hopefully, they're like, hey man, let's go to a cabin somewhere and meet my Uncle Tony. I don't know. Maybe I can make friends through YouTube. Man, that's the goal. Maybe I could just make friends or like even show myself my improvement throughout my life. Kind of like I did with music. Whenever I was making music, I started out even worse than I was before. But of course, I got a little bit better. I can kind of sing now, but I can't. But I got better than I was at the beginning. So maybe it's the same thing with YouTube, just to kind of see where my progress lies and where it falls. Where I stumble and where I don't. But I guess I'm going to get off here and finish this here pork chop. And go play some PUBG or something, man. I mean, what else is there to do? Never mind. But I'll see you guys later. If you're even watching. If it's just me watching. I'll see you later, Kobe. You smelly sack of crap. You saggy... I can't say that. Anyways. Peace out.